You're a beginner when it comes to makeup or you're an aspiring makeup artist, this video is for you. In this video, I'll be sharing with you tips and tricks on how to apply makeup like a pro. To begin, we'll start by cleansing the face with baby wipes and Garnier micellar water with vitamin C in it. It really helps in brightening the face and removing dirt on the skin surface. Next, we'll be using this Glow Recipe Dew Drop. It hydrates and reduces hyperpigmentation. This is one of my favorite hydrating serum. And please do not forget your under eye. For moisture, I am using the COSRX Moisten Cream. Everyone and their grandma swear by this product and how good it is, and I included. I've been using it for quite a while now and I absolutely love it. Please do not forget your under eye, just to avoid creasing, and this is how the skin prep looks. For my primer, I am using the Milk Hydro Grade Primer. It holds your makeup down for the whole day, and the skincare benefit with this is amazing. I think it has niacinamide also in there, and that is all for skin prep. So let's just move into skin work. For my foundation, I'm using the Fenty Beauty foundation in 440 and 490, and that's a perfect shade. And when I'm applying this all over our face except our under eye, just to avoid creasing, and let's just appreciate this skin work and the shade match. Next, I'll be mixing two of my most used concealer, that is Born This Way in the shade Butterscotch and Kevyn Aucoin in SX14, to conceal our under eye, literally just creating an highlight around our forehead, chin, under eye, the bridge of our nose, and the cupid bow. I love spreading my concealer around the area that I'll be using it on, just for an easier blend, if you get what I mean. For my cream blush, I'm going in with my Makeup Forever palette. This is their Tan to Deep palette. I picked the red shade because it looks great on dark skin, and this particular shade against that undertone just seemed perfect, so I am not even complaining or mad about this particular shade. Now, my concealer has been sitting for a few minutes and it's time to blend it out. You want to make sure you are blending in a tap motion. Please do not sweep your blender around your face or glide it around your face. Just make sure that you are going in the tap motion, just as you're seeing it in the video. Yes. Setting is one of the most important steps in makeup. So to set my concealer on my highlighted area in place, I'm using the Sephora Multitasking Baked Powder Foundation in the shade Toffee, which is the closest to our actual shade. So I'm using that to just set all the concealer in place. And the reason why we do this is because we do not want the makeup to move or to crease. So your powder is going to really help. So you can use a translucent powder or a pressed powder just like this. The next place to set is the entire face, and I'll be using Sephora powder in Toffee and MAC in NW55, and these two combo are a perfect shade. So I'm making sure that every of the cream based area is covered up with pressed powder, just to give this matte finish. And let's just appreciate this skin work, guys. This is absolutely amazing. I mean, if I do say so myself. To add more warmth to the face, I'm using Sephora bronzer, and I didn't want the face to be too bronzing, and that's why I'm using this shade. To be completely honest, I use this product on all my clients and it is that good, and I can relate its work to one Huda Beauty bronzer I just got. That Huda Beauty bronzer is also one of the most amazing bronzers I've actually ever used. One Size Beauty setting powder has become one of my favorite setting powder. To think that I was one of those people that really didn't want to have anything to do with this product. This is their translucent powder, and translucent means that it can work on any skin type, whether light, dark, medium to tan, or in fact a Caucasian can actually also use this product. That is how versatile translucent powders are, and it just dry down clear. I love this particular one size setting powder. Now doing this is to just add brightness under the eye, and I'm also using it to create a reverse contour, and that is why I said I am not using a lot of bronzer in this video. I love a very sculpted and a lifted look. That is why I am using my setting powder to lift the eye up. And then I am moving to my nose contour. You can see I have not said anything about nose contour since I started this video. So I always use a powder contouring for my nose. So after creating an highlight around the bridge of the nose, I just go in with my bronzer to just clean the sides of the nose, just to give me that very sharp sculpted nose. Now, I did my eyebrows off camera. If you are interested, please leave a comment down below. Let's move to the eyeshadow. The first thing I do is to use my Benang Clown White as the base before applying any eyeshadow. Reason being that I want a very pigmented eyeshadow, so that's basically why I do this. This is very, very important, and if you do not have Benang Clown White, you can use any concealer or eyeshadow base of your choice. Please make sure you are blending this product out because it is actually very, very thick. I'm using my bronzer as my transition shade because I'm obsessed with a uniform look. Now this is my color book, and I'm picking the black shade and placing it directly on our crease, and I'm going to be blending it into my transition shade, marrying them together. Make sure you are not blending towards the brow bone so you do not ruin the whole look. You want to slowly blend it into your transition shade, and make sure you are blending in a circular motion. For our eyelid, I wanted to mix a lot of shimmer shade together. However, I settled for just two shades, the green and the gold, and let me tell you, I was so impressed with the outcome, and you're going to see everything and how it's blended beautifully at the end. Just keep watching. Ash line is one thing that you should hate the most as a makeup artist, and that is why I am going in with the black to eliminate every ash line and the outer color of the eye. To line my waterline, I am using the Merac Cosmetic, their charcoal pencil. This is the blackest pencil on earth, and that's on period. To further lift the eye, I am using my concealer and my angled brush to create the lifted effect that I like. And if I am not using this method, I am using the setting powder method, which you're seeing on your skin right now. Look at my model. She looks absolutely beautiful. For our lips, I'm using the NYX lip liner to outline or overline our lips, and I'm using a nude shade from Beckham palette to create an highlight. I always use black lip liner to line my dark skin girly lips. I don't know why I decided that I'm not going to do that today, but eventually I went back into using the black because that is very, very important, for me. So right now I'm using the Beckham lip stick palette, and then I'm picking a shade that I really like. I really just want the attention to be on the eyes and on the lip and not on the cheeks or anywhere else. So I'm just going to be using this particular shade to create an highlight around the middle of our lip, just to pop that place a little better. And you guys can see, even without our smirking our lips together, you can see how beautiful this particular shade is. I'm so sorry I wasn't able to show you guys the kind of lashes that I used in this video, but this is how I do my lashes. If you want a video on how to do that, please leave that in the comment section and I'll make sure to create a video explaining how to apply your lashes. I told you I later went into the black because I just wanted the lips to pop out better, and you can see the work that this black lip liner is already doing. It's just already creating that popping look and adding this nice definition to my model's lips. I love it. Dusting off excess powder is very, very necessary, and that is why I am going in with my pressed powder to just dust off the excess setting powder that is sitting on my model skin. And right now what I am doing is to just create that definition around the eye. So I'm using black and I think blue to just create more definition around the eye. Juvia's Place Volume 2 blush palette is one of my favorite blush palettes, and I'm glad I used it today. I want the attention to be on the eye and the lips, like I said, and I'm not using a lot of this blush. All of the products used in this video will be linked in the description box, so you want to quickly check that just to know the shades that I used in this video. For every step that I do up until the point where I started adding powder, I always make sure to set using my setting spray. I use a variety of setting spray depending on my model skin type. Today my model have a combination skin, so I'm using this Morphe continuous setting spray. For my glow highlighter, I'm using this Tequila highlighter to create a glow on necessary places on our face, which include our nose, our cheek, and carefully on our forehead. So you want to make sure that you're very, very careful around our forehead. That place is very, very tricky, and I always advise people not to even touch that area at all if you are a beginner, but I think as you practice you will get a hang of it. Now, what is a lipstick without your lip gloss? And that is why I'm using this particular lip gloss. You can use any lip gloss of your choice, but I'm using this one that has like a pink tint to it, just to add another dimension to the lip, another glow to the lip, and I absolutely love the outcome. To finish up this look, I'm using the SoPro Cosmetics Select Spray to seal the whole look in a place. Now, if you watch up until this very moment, I just want to say a very big thank you. My name is Emole Ayo. If you haven't subscribed, please take a moment to subscribe. Hit the notification bell just to get notified. And please leave a comment down below telling me what you think about this look. I am so glad that I created this look, and I hope that it helps somebody out there. Please, I am a makeup artist and a hairstylist, so which means that you'll be seeing a lot of makeup and hair video on on this channel, so do not forget to leave down a comment telling me the kind of video you would like me to create next, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.